apple of my eye and the wife is the love of my life. I think they're as convinced as I am that I'm going to walk out of here just fine.
I emailed Dr. Takayama, who's going to be the lead surgeon taking out this temporary pump, and I expressed my concerns, and here's what he said. His heart function is very poor. I'm going to quote him. He says, "It is really likely that he won't be able to make it." Today, my colleague Hiro Takayama and I are scheduled to take out Paul Mitchell's temporary heart. We don't know if he's going to survive more than a few minutes or hours or days without a pump, but he is refusing to have a permanent one implanted.
The doctor's wrong. I beat the odds on so many things, time and time again. So this is not going to be any different.
So it's time to remove the temporary heart pump.
Paul's my life. He means everything to me. Without him, there is no life.
We're going to slowly turn down the speed at which these artificial devices are supporting his body and let him pick up the slack. And we will know by that if we got a chance at this or not. He may have just said goodbye to his wife for the last time. I think he's making a big mistake. But enter all looks better than...
I can't look.
Actually, it's not too bad. Maybe the patient is right.
Maybe the patient is right.
Can I see the echo one more time? Okay, are you ready? Yeah. Okay. We are clamping the outflow camera.
Now we're about to stop the blood out of the heart, which is where the magic happens. You have one chance to do this right. It's the moment of truth.
Yeah, you off? Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't even subscribe any herbs to stimulate his heart to keep on pumping or
And before I tell you what happened to Paul, let me show you what the heart pump was going to do for his heart. So when a person, let's look at his heart. When a person has a normal heart, it's a little sphere, and it's incredibly powerful as it twists the blood. But if you have a heart attack, like Paul had, like a bruise, a Charlie horse on the front of the heart, it causes the heart to dilate up, so it becomes more like a bowling ball than the usual cone shape it's supposed to have. This heart's failing. It's unable to pump blood out that big tube and to the brain and the kidneys and everywhere else. So how do we keep them alive? We put these little piggyback hearts in, where you connect one part to the bottom of the heart, one part to the aorta coming out, and now you can take the blood, once it turns out like a little rotor, through the pump and back out of the heart to that tube that comes out of the heart. So you basically are supporting the heart, piggybacking on what the heart's already doing, and propelling blood to the rest of the body so the person can stay alive as the heart, you notice, shrinks back down to a normal size. So, what happened to Paul? Well, amazingly, he actually survived. Survived, which I'm very happy about. But after several months, that heart started to get so big that he ultimately decided, he's a very smart man, to take the help that we had recommended. He got the LVAD, and then he got a new heart, and he's doing well right now, so I wish him the best. But what can we learn from Paul's experience? What have I learned from it? Patients have instincts about their bodies. You all do. And you ought to be proactive with your doctors about it, even if sometimes you disagree with what we ought to be offering to each other. In my years as a doctor, I've learned to be humble enough to work around the needs of my patients, even if they didn't make what I thought was a medically correct choice. It's your body. Let's figure out something that works for both of us. We'll be right back.
putting herbs that will stimulate the heart and pump blood.
All new Dr.